Hi, hey, hello, what's up, how you doing? It's Monday, it's time for a brand new video. If you didn't look at the title, then you have no idea what this video is about, but you should have looked at the title if you clicked on the video. So, today, we will be talking about how I got into CS and the whole little journey. So we're not going to start from like the way beginning, because that would be like 3 years ago, and that's just overkill, right? Well, I mean, I could do that, but that's not the whole point of how I got into CS. So we're gonna start kind of at the beginning of the year. We're gonna start kind of how I got into it and like the story, because it's kind of interesting, and everyone always asks me, how'd you get into CS? Blah, 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 blah. Do you really watch CS? All that stuff, because, you know, I really don't play video games, so people are like, do you play it? Blah, blah, blah. You know how people are these days. They always just question everything, which is good, but now we'll have an answer in video form, right? Thumbs up, you know. So if you're, thumbs up if you're ready to hear my story, and comment down below what your CS story is and how you got into CS and all of these sorts if you watch CS. Anyways, on to the story. So back at the beginning of the year, I had to leave my job due to some unfortunate circumstances in personal life and whatnot. So I had to leave my job, and I ended up just kind of watching a bunch of YouTube videos, but I had caught up on all my videos, so I was bored. So I was going through and watching a bunch of old Sidemen videos, mostly Simon, because Simon is my favorite Sideman for the most part. So I went back in time and I started like watching old videos, mostly real life videos, because those are my favorite ones that he does, or that the Sidemen do in general. So I was watching those, and he was doing a video with Josh where they recreated music, or like reacted and then recreated musicallys. And he said, oh, I got this video idea from FaZe Apex and FaZe Rain, or something along the lines, which I'm like, who the fuck are they? So what I did is I obviously went and checked out their video. I wasn't going to, just because I'm like, I don't need to be interested in another group of YouTubers, and I was like not really interested, but I ended up going and doing that anyways because I had nothing to watch, so I needed something new to watch. So I went over to their channels and I started watching it. At first, when I watched their musically video, I was like, this is awful, like these people suck. Which is mean, I know, but I didn't like the video. I liked Josh and Simon's. So anyways, I just kept watching new videos, like the, you know, the little sidebar on YouTube where it says like recommended videos. I looked at those and I was going through those, and I just started watching a bunch of their videos, and then I started watching FaZe. Well, this is in January, and the major, if you know anything about CS, the major was at the end of July. The major was at the end of January, so, you know, I found FaZe at the middle of January, so there's like 2 weeks before the major or whatever. Well, eventually the FaZe guys and like vlogs and whatnot were talking about the major and CS, and when it got to the week, they're like, oh, we're gonna go to the Atlanta, we're gonna go to the CS major and all this stuff, you know? So I ended up like, I wanted to be like FaZe, so I ended up watching the major like with FaZe, and I just kind of got attached. So when I first started watching CS, I was obviously watching it for FaZe, hence why I'm wearing the FaZe t-shirt today. Smart planning, right? So I started watching it because of FaZe. Well, if you know anything about the major, that was in January, FaZe did not do very well. They didn't make it, you know, to the finals. So at first, I liked FaZe, or well, that's kind of relevant. So at first, it was all about FaZe, and then I believe SK somehow came into the picture where they either kicked out FaZe or did something of the sorts, so we didn't like SK, which gets onto more, okay? It's part of the story. Just keep your head in, okay? So I had to pick a new team that was going to be in the finals to watch if I was gonna, you know, whatever. And for some reason, I kept hearing the name Device over and over and over again. I just pulled my hair. So, like, who the fuck is Device? Obviously, I just started watching CS. I had no idea who anyone is. I literally only knew FaZe's team. I didn't know anything else. So I just was like, fuck it. Whoever this Device kid is, whoever the kid they keep talking about, I'm gonna root for his team. And so that team being Astralis, obviously, and I ended up watching them at the finals, and at this point I was actually really sick. I couldn't move. I was really deathly ill, but I was still sitting there cheering for Astralis in the finals, and I was really excited when they won, and I was just into it. I got really into the game. It didn't take me long to like catch on how the game was played, and I had also heard about CS through Minecraft. I had also heard of Minecraft. Oh, wow. I'd also heard of CS through Minecraft. Why can I say this? Fuck. Breathe, Ashley. I also had heard of CS through Minecraft Why can I say this? I had also heard of CS through Minecraft YouTubers. They would like make CS maps in their like Minecraft worlds or whatever. And at the time I was watching a bunch of Minecraft YouTube. And at the time, I was watching a bunch of Minecraft YouTubers, so it was just like, I had heard of CS. And now, like, watching it, I'm like, oh, this makes sense now. Like, when they would make maps, it, like, makes sense. Most of them would just make the Dust 2 map. So, like, the maps finally made sense. Do you get what I'm saying? So, anyways, a couple weeks down the line, like a month later, they had, I believe Vegas was next. And again, FaZe was, you know, not the greatest. So I was also cheering for Astralis. And then this is kind of where SK came in. Between Atlanta and Vegas, Taco streamed, and I, for some reason, was like, oh, let's just check to see what's on Twitch. Because I kind of used to do that. When I was bored, I would check Twitch to see who was streaming. And Taco was streaming. If you don't know who Taco is, he's on SK. And so I started watching him, and I just thought he was hilarious. Because it's not that he was funny, it's that he was speaking Portuguese, so I had no idea what I was saying, and I just thought it was so funny. So that's how I got into liking SK. So when Vegas came around, I was like FaZe, Astralis, you know, kind of SK, but I wasn't like into the SK. Same with Astralis, I wasn't like into Astralis, but when FaZe is not doing the greatest, I have to root for more teams because I'm not just gonna stop watching if I liked the game. So by the time it got to, I believe Katowice was the next one, I believe, I was full Astralis, full FaZe, full SK. I don't know how the whole journey really went, it's kind of like a blur to be honest, but then, you know, those are my teams, that's who I'm rooting for. And then by the time of Kiev, what was after Kiev? Was Sydney after Kiev? I believe so. North came in, then Optic came in, then Cloud9 came in, and the way all these people came in was pretty much through Twitch. I would watch their Twitch streams. Optic and Cloud9 didn't really come into CS Summit, which was like a month or so, couple months ago. I don't know. Timelines don't really make sense here. So I have all these teams that I like now. North came in because I think Config's attractive. Astralis came in because Device, which is how I got to Kirby. If you guys know, Kirby is my favorite human being in the entire world. SK came in because of Taco, which then I started to like, I can't fucking think of his name. Then I started liking Cold and like Phelps and even like falling for like just their team in general. I love the team. And I just like my whole life was consumed with the CS. So it started with Sidemen to FaZe to Astralis to all of the teams. So now in my free time, I literally just watch CS. I will go to the Twitch page, I will click CS and I will scroll, and if someone I know isn't streaming, I'll either find someone else or I'll go to PUBG because a lot of the CS players also play PUBG. So I'll just find someone, I will just watch them because CS and CS players have literally become my life, which is why this channel is kind of more CS related because it's literally what I do with all of my time, and I really don't care what anyone thinks. Like I love CS. I love talking about CS. I love doing CS related things. I've started playing CS. I actually haven't played in like a month, but that's okay. We're struggling, okay? We're struggling just a little bit. Just a little bit. But yeah, that's kind of my CS story and how I got into it, and now I just have a bunch of friends and I talk to a bunch of people that play CS or are interested in CS, and it's just a really good time. The community is funny, the banter is fucking real, the pro players for the most part are extremely, wow, pro players for the most part are extremely nice. They get the community, they're like in the community, they're involved, they care, they talk to their followers, which I think is incredible for the most part. They interact, especially my little Peter Bug, who is Dupree from Astralis. It's just a nice community, and I just love the community, even though it's mostly all dudes. I mean, what's new? Sidemen, mostly all guys. FaZe, mostly all guys. You get the point. I don't really care. I realize it. But I'm excited for the future of CS. I'm excited for what's to come. And things are in a really weird state for CS, so it's like, it's gonna be cool to kind of see the journey. Things are very competitive at the moment, and things are changing and evolving and getting cooler and better, and I wish I had been part of the CS community longer, but we're here now, and that's all that matters. So I hope you really much enjoyed my CS journey. Simple, not very complex. And I don't know why I'm holding my hands like this, but people always ask, how'd you get into CS? So that is my story, beginning to end, to now, hashtag to the stars, hashtag the North is here, hashtag I don't know what SK's thing is, and hashtag phase up. Oh, and if you're wondering, right now, the order of my favorite CS teams probably goes Astralis, North, SK, FaZe, Optic, Cloud9, and Renegades. No, hold on. It'd probably be brain. Probably Australis, North, SK, FaZe, Optic, Renegades, Cloud9. Probably is how my top goes. If you don't know why, Australis, FaZe, North, SK, you guys know. Renegades, JKS. Obviously, if you haven't watched any of my other CS related videos, JKS is the reason why I love Renegades. Optic is Tarek, Rush, and Mixwell, and even Jason R. I don't really know much about Nap, but I watched Tarek and Jason R. and Mixwell stream, and I just like Rush for some reason. I don't know why, I just do. And then for Cloud9, I love Stewie, and then I watch Shroud. That's pretty much it. So if you're wondering why I'm into those teams, that's kind of why. And yeah. I don't know what this is, but it's a thing. What else? I did a pretty good job to not look at myself during this video, so you guys should be pretty proud. But that's about it. There's not much more to say, so that is going to be the end of the video. If you're new, make sure to click the subscribe button and the post notification thing. You know, all the YouTubers say it. If you don't want to miss an upload, click that little bell next to the subscribe button. If you don't want to miss an upload, you can also just click the subscribe button, because I upload every single I upload every single Monday. Sometime during the day, the video will pop up, normally in the morning. Like if you enjoyed my little CS story, and I will see you guys all next week with a brand new video. Love ya. See ya. Peace. There's a fire, burn the fire brigade.